Fine.
It's a lot of not.
Go ahead with the question.
Nephi, we've been dying to figure out who on the last play, the game-winning play, got their hands on the ball, ended up with the ball. Do you have any idea?
Yeah, so we were in, a three-man front, and so on that side actually was me, Jonathan Wynn, number 49, and, Ryan White was the one who came and scooped it after. So I think in the midst of everything, me and Wynn actually had both disrupted the play and got in the middle and hit our helmet at the same time, and so that's when the tip ball kind of came, and it was right in the middle of both of us. So we looked at each other and we just saw it, so we just jumped for it. It slipped through our hands a little bit, but as we boxed out, Ryan kind of swept underneath us, and so we just covered him at the end of the play. And before you know it,
Ryan grabbed it.
Yeah.
Okay. But who tipped it? I mean, do you know that?
Not for sure. If anything, it was on that left side of the line. And me and Wynn, if we could both take credit for it, we could. At the end of the day, we were both doing our jobs, getting our hands up in the red zone, and, the low passes, and that's why we had a lot of tip balls today. And so credit to the whole D-line, and then shout out to Ryan for kind of sweeping up our mess and us just guarding him at the end.
Was that a point of emphasis, getting your arms up? Because the defensive line battled down a bunch of balls today.
Because going into this game plan, we knew that half the balls were kind of going right over our head. Not necessarily, he wasn't a short quarterback, so that wasn't the issue. It was just because just getting to the throwing lanes with him would disrupt it and help our secondary out a lot. So coming into this week, hands is always a point of emphasis whenever you're facing a pass first team, and today it worked out for us.
But did you guys pick up on something that you knew that would be an issue? Was in the angle or where he was throwing them? Did you guys know going into the game that you were going to be able to do that?
Not really. I wish, we kind of had all the answers going into it, but, all we had to do was just kind of get in his vision and his throwing lanes and, getting your hands up, and you never know what could happen. And today it kind of worked out in our favor.
Last week, a really, really tough loss on the road. Explain to us what the locker room is like after winning that one.
Golly, it's like night and day. I believe that last week was just, not so much as a setback, but more so a learning experience for us. Facing a triple option is something we're not really used to facing our whole season, let alone just in the SEC. So, I think it was a good momentum swing for us to play Georgia Tech at their place and come back away again and pick up this dub that we really needed. Collectively as a unit, I think that, we've grown from just a week before into this play, and the locker room energy is just ecstatic, and everybody's just really hyped that we got this dub on the road. And coming to anybody's house, it's always hard to get the dub.
Were you surprised they went for two at the end?
We kind of took it as smack in our face, and there's no respect given. But shout out to WKU. They played a hard-fought game, and we were just able to capitalize and come up with the dub.
What was the discussion before that last snap?
We as soon as we figured out they weren't going to kick it, we know we had to literally anchor down in all ends of the field, especially on the inside. Especially we were 10 yards in, and so we know we had to get in the throwing lanes, and whatever happened after that, it was a ball game, and Galilee was in our favor.
Appreciate you, Nephi.
Appreciate it.